All right, friends, we're over at the Lenbrook booth, better known as Blue Sound and NAD. You know, we do a lot of Blue Sound, and I've covered most of the products on the channel, so be sure to look for links for those because we love Blue Sound. It's one of the best high-resolution streaming solutions there is, bar none. But they got a few new things coming, and I'm here with Marshall over at Lenbrook. He's going to tell us what's going on about Blue Sound and some cool new stuff with NAD. So, Marshall, what do you got for me? What do you got for my friends here?
Well, you know, Luke, so we've added two new pieces over the last few months to Blue Sound.
All right.
Our first new product is the Blue Sound Hub. The Blue Sound Hub carries the model number CB130. You may see that on your website. That actually means the CB is a capture box. So the Hub's responsibility is to capture audio from, say, like a turntable or a CD player and bring that into your Blue Sound system. So if you've ever said to yourself, oh, I'd love to listen to my CDs, or I'd love to listen to my smart TV from a different room and get that audio into the Blue Sound system so I can then group it around the house, that's the job of the Blue Sound Hub.
So this can essentially take more legacy devices that we want to keep using, but integrate that with our more modern wireless solutions from Blue Sound.
Bingo, that's it. The Blue Sound Hub connects everything together and allows you to get those legacy devices into the Blue Sound ecosystem. It only has inputs. It's not a streamer. It doesn't have any outputs to make sound. It grabs sound.
Now, I think I saw HDMI on the back of that. Is that an ARC?
It is. It's enhanced art.
So we've got eARC on a product that would essentially let us take an eARC signal and turn almost any legacy two-channel device into a good carrier for TV audio. Is that what you're telling me?
That's right. You got it.
That is fantastic because eARC integration has been a sticking point of mine with certain products, and it bothers me when I see things that are otherwise amazing, but they don't have a good solution for that because, let's face it, new generations of listeners are coming up and they want good sound, but they want their TV remote to work the volume.
There you go. Well, speaking of remote, I'd like to remind all of your viewers that Blue Sound offers IR learning in everything we make that's a streamer. So if it's a soundbar or a Blue Sound Node or a Power Node or the new Power Node Edge, which we'll get to in a second, those products can capture the IR command. So that's their TV's remote command, whether or not they have HDMI. So even if you're using optical or using analog audio, or you want to pause the music from Tidal or Spotify or AirPlay or whatever you're using, just pause the music because you don't have your phone on you. Every Blue Sound component can do that through IR learning.
That is brilliant, and I'm very pleased to hear that because sometimes control solutions for even just the simple things can get really frustrating. We have yet to get our hands on one over at the showroom, but we got that new Power Node Edge, which is pretty cool. I feel like that came out of nowhere, so can we go talk about that?
Let's do that.
All right, let's go. What exactly are we going for, though, with the Edge, other than a gorgeous slimline design?
Well, the key with the Power Node Edge is it's a new feature set and a new price point for us. So for years, ever since 10 years ago when Blue Sound came out, we had the Node and the Power Node, and that was it. And the Power Node's a fantastic streamer, but it's $949. So we really felt like there was an opportunity for us to shrink the form factor, shrink the price point, and just shrink the power output a little bit for those bookshelf speakers or in-ceiling speakers or speakers that may not need so much power. 40 watts a channel. Retail price is $649. You guys, of course, will have it in your shop. One of the couple neat things here, as you can see, binding posts, HDMI, we kept that.
We still have eARC.
Still have eARC. Absolutely. Luke loves the eARC. Of course, we also feature smaller power cable, Ethernet, USB, IR control, and that other input. So 2 inputs, including HDMI, and then 40 watts per channel of direct digital audio out. And it slides into a rack mount for some rack mount options as well. Because, of course, the C in CEDIA stands for custom. If it's your first time into Blue Sound, it's a great place to start. If you already have a Blue Sound system, then this is a wonderful complementary product. I want to add audio in the kitchen, add audio in the bedroom, add audio in the kids' room. It's a wonderful secondary option because remember, once you have one, the automatic thing is to grow it. Once you have audio in one room, you got to have it around the house.
Yep.
And the thing that I love about Blue Sound and Blue OS, to remind your viewers, is that we start at, $599 for the Blue Sound Node today. We grow into the Power Node Edge for amplification, the Power Node at $949, and where Blue Sound stops NAD starts. Well, to help your viewers walk through what we're looking at here, because they are just a lot of black boxes, your favorite, Luke, the M33 there on top. 200 watts per channel, built-in Blue OS, upgradable using MDC. But as we trickle down here, we go from $59.99 down to $29.99. The new M10 V2 features the same 100 watts per channel of in-core power. We now include a remote control in the box. The other change to it was in the preamplification section, so that's after the DAC, before the integrated power amp. The new preamp section in here offers 6 dB of more gain. So a bit more in the subwoofer output, which it does have 2 discrete subwoofer outputs there on the M10. Now, at the same time that we refreshed the M10 V2, we also added the new C700. Took away the touchscreen. You guys have covered that before. It has the same power on paper as the Power Node, but a bit of a nicer DAC and an ESS Sabre DAC on the C700.
I did not know that was a Sabre DAC, so that's actually quite the step up. It's not just a screen and a volume knob.
Screen and a volume. That's right, Luke. This is the C399. This product sits above at the top of the line, the Classic Series. So the Classic Series used to end at $388. Now this goes above to $399. This offers MDC upgradability. It offers more inputs than your conventional Bluesound or NAD Master Series here in this form factor, so lots of functionality and flexibility. Built-in phono stage, built-in HDMI with enhanced audio return channel. We love that. That makes Luke happy. But 2 MDC card slots, and here's the state-of-the-art stuff we're doing in the $399. 180 watts of channel, first of all, so 80 more watts on top of the M10's 100 watts using the same amplification technology. That's the first time that in-core hybrid digital has been introduced into the Classic Series. Furthermore, we have a new MDC card architecture. So the new architecture is what we're calling MDC2. MDC2 is 2-way. I can bring audio in, I can stream from, say, Blue OS, AirPlay, Spotify, Tidal, Qobuz, etc. But I can send audio out. I can connect my turntable and then stream that to other rooms of the house using just the $399. So very powerful there. And the other thing you get with that same MDC2 card is Blue OS D. So Blue OS plus Dirac. D stands for Dirac. So when you add the Bluesound streaming card to this amplifier, you also get Dirac Live. That same card can also be used in our new one step down from there, the new 389, the C389. Yeah, so this replaces the C388 in terms of power, 130 watts per channel. This uses the hybrid digital UCD platform, not the in-core, but still MDC2 card architecture, so I can add the streaming BlueOS card, the BlueOS D card, and add Dirac to the 389 as well.
So we've got a very organic line here that grows in steps. That seems to make a lot of sense as far as I can tell. So this is great stuff. Marshall, I want to thank you for sharing this all with us. You know, you got one of my favorites up there. This has been a great piece for us, and I'm excited to get into these now that we have solutions here that are so modular that can be made to easily fit anyone's needs or price points. That's great thinking. Thank you so much for your time, man.
Thanks, Graham.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed that bit, and we'll see you at the next booth.